I'm sitting here in my garden just enjoying the time. It's actually really relaxing, so I'm taking advantage of it. Kids have helped me a little bit, and they're mostly just playing, just running around. Jacob's got his RC plane. They've been digging, the little ones have been digging in the dirt with me. I've been helping JLo with her chores with the rabbits and cleaning out the barn. And that was something she put into her own schedule. Proud of her for that. So anyway, just thought I'd show you my garden from my current point of view. So I've been working right here. I ended up tilling up one more section because it was just really hard dirt and there was a lot of grass coming up. So I just went ahead and tilled it, but it's got a lot of dead stuff already in it that's mostly on the top. The tiller really doesn't go that deep, so I'm not too worried about it. But everything over there, the sunflowers are getting big, and you can see that's another sunflower, but some of the shorter plants over there, the cucumber and the okra. And over here I've got some tomatoes and a couple of peppers. So it's coming along. It's coming along. And this was Miles' ingenious idea. I kind of helped figure out how it was going to work, but it was his idea to use this rabbit pen as part of the gate or part of the fence for the garden. And then we turned it in such a way that this little section right here, this little corner right here in the rabbit pen we're not using. It's just kind of an entrance. And then the other three corners are where the bunnies are, the rabbits, excuse me. So we use the gate as a garden gate. And this is the only entrance into our garden. And you can shut it there or you can open it up and latch it onto the kennel. It works really great. So we've got a little bit of a pathway there into the garden. And I don't know, we may try to decorate that up some a little bit. But I like that. It works out really well. After 10 a.m. and the sun is not showing itself. Can't even tell where it's at. There's so many clouds. But beautiful weather today. I mean, unless you like sunshine. I like sunshine, but you know, it's nice to have an overcast day. I replanted these. I was just going to show you this. Replanted the fat baby choches. I was really careful not to mess with the roots as much as possible. Kept them all intact as good as I could. The reason I moved them is because where they were, hold on, Joe, where they were over here, they were up there by the compost thing. They just weren't getting any sun over there. They would get some in the morning, and that was it. And they really need mostly to all sun, and so I wanted to move them out here. They'll get almost a full day of sun out here, unless it's cloudy. And these guys are going to grow really tall. Look how long this one is so far. I got to trellis it. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? I love these. It's the biggest I've ever grown one so far. And anyway, we're going to get some cattle panels. And we're going to put them here and stretch them over. And the idea, move out of the way, baby. Thank you. The idea is for my peppers and peppers and tomatoes here. They're not going to need shade right now. These aren't going to cover them completely right now. They're going to grow. And as they get thicker and provide more coverage, the tomatoes are going to need a little bit more shade. Because I know from watching my grandpa grow tomatoes about 45 minutes from here, my entire life, he always, in the heat of the summer, he had to put those stakes in the ground and put a tarp over them. His whole garden was like tarped. He had a lot of tomatoes. Is because the sun just burns the plants. So that's the idea, is they'll get as much sun as possible now, and as these grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger, they will provide a canopy, and about the time that the tomatoes really need the protection, they should be good and thick. That's my plan. Over here I've planted some watermelon. I couldn't make the hills very big. The dirt was just, there was still a lot of roots in there, and anyway, I'll work on that, but I think that'll work for right now. And that is not a very straight row. But I've got Orange Glow watermelon, and then I've got 2 rows of the Three Sisters. I've got in one row, I have Lady Godiva, pumpkin, or squash, whichever. I mean, it's all in the same family. Then I've got the red, Chinese red noodle that gets like, the beans, it gets like 18 inches or so long. And strawberry popcorn. And in this one, I've got white whippoorwill cowpeas and the white gentleman corn, country gentleman. And what was the other one? Oh, butternut squash. Got those in this row right here. And then over here, I went ahead and planted them kind of thick. May come back and bite me, but I'm going to try it. Where these flags are, you see I've got 2 rows. See the flags? This row is Clemson spineless okra, and this one is orange jing okra. And I've already got 2 little plants. Let's see. Right there is my Clemson spineless, and right there, right in the middle, is my orange jing. Now I already have another patch of orange jing, but I wanted more okra, just as many as we can possibly get because we love them. So and they don't get quite as much sun over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave those, but thought I'd plant 2 more rows here. So where the flags are, 2 rows of okra. So okra, three sisters, watermelon, and then I'm really bad about the camera being shaky. Sorry about that. I'm working on it. Then I've got this row here of the fat baby achochas. Then I have 2 peppers where that flag is, and then one right there. And then I have 2 rows of tomatoes, and I need to weed that out some more. Still some grass in there that I haven't gotten out. So this is all the new addition. And, oh, and I have, if you saw this plant over here by the okra, by the flag. Yeah, these little guys, Indian sour gherkins, they are growing everywhere. They're just sort of scattered all over my garden. So I'm just going to let them grow. I'll just kind of train it to be where I want it to be. And we'll see what happens. So far, even with my bad start this spring, so far this is looking like it might be my best garden so far. I know some of you might be laughing at it because it's not really growing that much yet. But I usually don't even get this much planted. So right here where the sticks are is the garlic. There's the original part. Yeah. This over here, this new addition is almost twice as big, I think, because it's wider. Anyway, I know y'all are probably sick of my garden updates, but that's what I've been doing most of my time lately, working in the garden. So give me any tips that you may have, or ask any questions about varieties I'm planting or whatever. These are sunflowers right here. Sunflowers. Big grass weed, whatever. And I guess that's it. The video that you just watched was only 6 days ago. Now I want to give you a new update. Update. My seeds are sprouting everywhere. These are watermelon. They were not there last night. There's a watermelon. These are orange glow watermelon. There's one trying to poke through right there. It'll probably be up in a few hours. And then over here, this is where I planted my three sisters row. You see them? They're all down the row here. All down this row. Look at that. I want to say that's probably corn, but that one right there, those two look different from each other, so maybe a couple different things. But got some nice big leaves. Over here, same thing. By the way, if that is corn, I planted strawberry popcorn here, but I got it in a big bag. I would say probably big around as a softball. I got it from, where did I get it? Atwoods, I believe. Atwoods or Tractor Supply. I think I got it at Atwoods. And it was just sold as Amish popcorn. And I thought I'd plant them and see if they sprouted. It was like $5, I think. And so this is another three sisters. And there's a few weeds in there I need to pull. Grass coming up. And then over here, I haven't seen much okra yet. I have two rows that are kind of close to each other. There's an okra. There's one right there. And there's another one. Yep, they're starting to come up too. I am excited. Let nature take care of itself. It does a lot better than I do. This is awesome. What's going on here? Right here where that little hole is. These are my fat baby choaches. I replanted them here probably a week or so ago. Maybe a little over a week. And they're thriving here. They're doing really great, except two of them, and not at the same time, have just disappeared. There's no plant there or anything. A little hole. I don't know what's going on here. These have been flying through the air like crazy lately. And my tomato plants are really, really doing well. And if you notice all these little vine things, that's all the Indian sour gherkins. We may have to dig them up if they try to overtake. There's the two pepper plants. These are all different tomatoes. And I wanted to show you something on this one over here that I discovered last night. This was the first one that had blooms on it. Let me see if I can find it because they're so small. Oh, they're right there. Looky here. Baby tomatoes! Yeah, those are my first tomatoes. They're so little and cute. There's another one. I got two tomatoes coming on. So, my garden is actually doing really well right now. Really well. So this is what happens whenever you do it nature's way. You just leave it alone, let nature take care of itself. And this kind of helped it along with the mulching and stuff, but I mean, I haven't really done much of anything. I haven't even watered it. I might have watered it once since I planted them here a couple weeks ago. So anyway, I'm excited. Just wanted to share. Today is my daughter's birthday, and she decided to breed the rabbits on her birthday. So, yeah, they have been wanting each other. So, yeah, it should go well. I was just going to show you, this part of my garden is usually the shadiest throughout the day, but this just happens to be the one time in the day that it's really sunny. And the other part of the garden down there, where my tomatoes and all the new plantings, that's really shady. But there's just this tree right there. We're actually thinking about cutting it down, at least most of that. But it really doesn't last very long. The rest of the entire day, that's really sunny, and this is very shady. So, things I planted, not all of the seeds are coming up. Oh, there's maybe a new one right there. I can't tell if that's a weed or not, but not all of the seeds are coming up, but I've got a really good one right there. Pretty sure that came up from seed. That one came up from seed. So I might not have any of these others that I planted. I'm not sure why they didn't come up, but whatever, because look at the cucumbers. So I don't have every one of those either, but several of them have done very, very well. Look at these. These are the dragon egg cucumbers right here. They're getting really big, so I need to trellis a lot of these plants. Put cages around the tomatoes. Yeah, I have a lot of work to do. So, on that note, thanks for watching.